growing more of a beard, but oh fucking well. I have a really, really beautiful Nehru style white jacket here, sport coat, that I like to wear when I go out to dinner parties around Christmas time. And it's been a couple years since I've worn it, and I put it away clean, and it was wrapped in plastic. And as some of you might know, I've had problems with some people in the past that have come into my house and have done things to my house in retaliation for stupid shit that never happened or they thought had happened. But this, I believe, has happened from such a case. This thing was wrapped in plastic. It was airtight. There was nothing on it when it was put away. This is not like some type of bug got in there and took a crap down the front of it or some other shit. But this is very upsetting. This is a beautiful coat that I have. It wasn't cheap, and it's going to need to be serviced. So what I've got is I've got some Oxi Clean, and we're going to give it a shot to see if we can get that crappy stain out of it. Now this jacket is 100% polyester, and it says dry clean only. But because it's polyester, the same as anything else polyester, you really just don't want to put it in the machine and have the washing machine beat it up. It's also not a good idea to throw it in the dryer because it's probably going to shrink. But I don't think it's going to be any problem for this Oxi Clean, even though it does say don't use it on dry cleaned fabric. I have seen people use it on polyester before without problem, so we're going to give it a shot on here. I mean, worst case scenario, if this thing is shot and it's ruined, that's the best we're going to do. But I figure at this point we'll see what we can come up with now. There's a couple different options. It says we can throw it in the washer, which we're not going to do. We could use it as a laundry booster, which we're not going to do. Pre-treat stain treatment, which we're also not going to do. Soaking. I don't think I want to soak it, but we'll probably be soaking it as a spot. Carpet spot remover. Now that might be what we're going to use it most as. It'll probably be very, very similar to that, but we'll be blotting the spot out. And the last option is hard surfaces, such as tiles and bathtubs and stuff, but we're not going to do that at all. So we're going to come up with a little mixture, and we're going to let it sit on for about 5 minutes, and then see what happens to the stain. Friggin' stains all the way down here onto the sleeve. I did not do that to this jacket. I have more respect for my materials and my possessions than that, and that's just wrong. Fucking cunt. Hey, this is pretty cool. We even got a free prize sitting in there. Alright, we've mixed up the appropriate amounts into here. And what we're going to do is we're going to gently, with this old toothbrush, apply it to the stain. And we're looking to see magic like in the commercial, where the stain just disappears right before our eyes. And actually, it does look like it's starting to fade. So we're going to keep applying that down the front of this here, and then we're going to start blotting it with a towel after letting it sit for a few minutes. And then we'll rinse it. Well, I'll be damned. It's only been on there for about 60 seconds. The stain was really big right here, and it was running down the front to the little pocket, and then down the front over to here. It was also all over the sleeve, and it hasn't been but like 60 seconds. And the jacket's white again. I don't believe it. I really, really don't believe it. There's a slight grittiness up here. I guess some of the paste or whatever it is hadn't dissolved properly, so it's sitting in there. I'm kind of remember what it smelled like. It smells kind of like cum. Ugh. Well, no wonder. It turns your white jacket white again. Nonetheless, it's cleaning up. There's a little bit of a sweat stain around the collar. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, the camera's really not picking it up, but I'm going to go ahead and try applying some of that to it as well and see if it removes it. In fact, there's some right there. So right there on that corner, we're going to go ahead and try to remove that. Now, the same as you would do for a carpet when you're trying to wash a spot out of it is you just blot it down with a slightly wet towel after you've soaped it. And that's what I've been doing here to try to lift whatever's left of the Oxi Clean out of the fabric. But it completely took the stain out. We are completely white all again. I don't have any problems with any stains at all showing through on here. This jacket is beautiful once again. So I'm going to continue to blot this for a little while. And then after that is well blotted and it doesn't smell or feel like the detergent or whatever the Oxi Clean stuff is in the fabric anymore, then I'll be blotting it dry. But so far so good. I am quite impressed. It was definitely worth the $5 investment. Definitely worth it. Well, there's a couple things we learned today. The first thing we learned is that Billy Mays was right. Oxi Clean really does work. And it worked really well. I'm still beside myself. I can't believe that huge stain that was here is gone. I mean, it's impossible to get a stain out of white, and it's out. It's out. And the second thing we learned today is that we shouldn't be trusting people to watch our houses when we're gone, especially when the first impression of that person was that they are really strange and that you probably shouldn't be trusting them anyway. And the third thing we learned today is Oxi Clean smells like jizz. And you can challenge me on that, but until you get a nose that's as big as this one, I'm sorry, you can't tell the difference. But the Oxi Clean works really good. I'm glad I thought to use it, and it was worth the $5 investment to get it out, and I still have a whole bucket left of the stuff to use on other things that may get a stain. So I'm pleased. I'm very, very happy with what happened here, and I'm very, very happy with how this turned out.